Hi guys, this is Lashette from Scarlet Moon Creations, and I'm back with a new video. This is the Seers Tarot Deck Study, Part 1. Now, I did do a walkthrough and a first impressions video for this deck already. Here's some clips to show you that. That's what I consider the first part of studying a deck. Before that, I did some client readings last October at a tarot event, trying different things, spreads, and it flowed really well. And getting to see themselves and modern people, I think, was really helpful. I also wound up using this deck for the tarot readathon, where you use a card for a prompt to pick a book. Over the past few years, I've come across several ways and ideas to study decks. It's not a one-size-fits-all, and going into depth, like you can get overwhelmed or busy. I do. But I was happy to find the Abundant Life Tarot group would be studying this deck. Link in the description. So it would be like an online class. This was back in March of this year. So for the Seers Tarot decks, we had to do daily draws every day. And there would be a card to study as well. And there would be journal prompts or spread prompts. I admit it was difficult doing the daily readings and the daily card study sessions. Mostly it was a difficulty time-wise. When you purchase a deck, in the back of the guidebook is a link to the Field Notes Journal download, and which is a great way to study the deck. Each card has a page with questions and study prompts and note-taking space. It's a PDF that you can print out, but I didn't. It also includes its own exercises, such as writing your intentions. Since I have liked this idea and activity from the Tarot Kaizen and the Tarot Bound workbooks, I decided to do it. Links in the description to all of that. To get to know the Seers Tarot deck as my intention. I've wanted this deck for a while. The vibrancy and color and the modern people drew me in on Instagram. Lately, I've been thinking it was a great deck to do client readings with. I'd like to get to know Chris Ann's intentions with the artwork and the deck to learn what a light seer is and what is meant by light seer. Next, I like to do an activity from the Tarot Kaizen workbook that I call Attract, Repel, Met. I have a Fairies Oracle study video about this that you should check out. Link in the description, if not in the card up above. So, my attract pile, I wound up having 25 cards, and that's reduced down to 7, so that would be the Chariot. I believe this is my birth card, and it is. This is a little more daring than usual for my attract pile. Going places, doing things, being in charge, taking me places, and then you can see the list of cards underneath that. For the repel pile here, I got the Hermit number 9, and it found it in the meh pile. So these cards I took that to mean that I need to take some time with them, do some introspection. They might have some shadow work with them. With the meh pile, I got the Chariot again, and same with the attract pile. So a similar meaning, and I take this to mean that I overall really like the deck. And it's going places. Next was the light card and shadow card activity, which I pulled from the Field Notes book. Basically, you're flipping through the deck with intention. Look at each card and feel each card's energy, and you pick the card you like the most and the one you like the least. Since I've gone through the deck already, looking at my attract pile, which card from that pile I love the most, and then looking at my repel pile and picking the card that I liked the least. The Field Notes guide says your light and shadow cards will be your trusted allies and guides as you work with the Light Seers Tarot and become messengers along your path. Your light card would feel the most like where you're headed, it will represent who you want to be. And for that card, I got the Queen of Pentacles. I love the color and the strong nature aspect and the calm confidence that she has. And definitely somewhere I want to see myself in the future. Now the shadow card, it says, will stir up feelings of discomfort, and this card will be an important lesson to you. And for me, I got the Justice card, which creeps me out. That's unusual for a Justice card for me, but this duality doesn't do it for me. It gives me manipulation and lying vibes, especially that lower version of her. Like, she doesn't even look the same. It just, I cringe. So yeah, things to deal with, lessons to learn. We're only on day 3 of the study, and I did my favorite deck interview. I wanted to do some of my own study things, not from a guidebook, and one of those I always do now with a new deck is a deck interview spread. While I did this study first, I have a video of this spread for my Fairies Oracle deck study, so check that out for details. As for this deck, overall, I felt like this will be a good partnership that will be fun and fruitful. And creative decks, passionate, full of light, good for like modern spirituality, maybe not so good at manifestation and magic. I think it'd work well with others, but maybe overshadow or overpower them to an extent. And be comfortable and confident for like relationship types of readings. I would use this on a go when I need to make quick decisions or move quickly to help others like clients. It seems pretty straightforward as well. Continuing with the daily draws, I started using the spreads from the guidebook. The first one being the Light of the Day spread. This is just a 1-card pull, and you pull a card upright only. And what message of light do you have for me today is what you're asking. And I did this for the first couple of days after these bigger spreads. So to round out my week of daily readings, I also did a spread from Warts and Cunning for the sign of Aries, since it was that time of year. This was my first like regular everyday type of reading, and it didn't quite go so well. I was confused by some of the cards that came up for the questions, as you can see, and it's something to come back to later on. Well guys, this is where I'm going to leave you for part 1 of my deck study. I do have more to come, more activities that I did, and obviously the individual card by card studies, but my computer is already struggling with just this much, and keeping it short is a good idea, right? So like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you are new, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video is coming out. Please share with others who you think might be interested in a tarot deck study, in-depth look. There are links in the description to everything I've mentioned here in the video, as well as my other social media accounts if you would like to follow me anywhere else, and a 10% off discount code to my Etsy shop, where I offer readings and all natural bath and body products. But that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.